Hello, you guys. And we're live. Oh, it's our European friends. Hello. Aiden, you were early. Are you still here? You crazy? You guys are crazy. How's it going? Happy Thursday. We're doing Batman today. It's like a heavily requested. Hello, Dresden. Batman has been heavily requested, so. Big spider in your room, be right back! Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy I'm not there. Would you look who it is, you guys? Rosie has made it to Paint Night Live today. We've missed you, girl! Good to see you back here for a minute. Hope you guys are doing good. Rosie, for some of you who don't know, she's our 6-year-old protege here. She's gonna paint us all out of the water because she does every time. Let me get my time lapse ready before I forget because I forgot last time. I'm so excited Rosie's here. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, the last one we did, I forgot my time lapse, and the time lapse is always fun to like see at quick time. On Instagram later. How are you guys doing? It's Thursday. It's still like 30 degrees outside. At least where I am. I don't know about the rest of yous. What else can we talk about? Is there anyone new today? Let me see. Oh, Lilith. You guys, Lily is here. And she is also, look, we've got lots of great people joining today. Lily always turns the paintings into, I was going to say Satan, but they're not always Satan, they're just like evil. Satan, oh, she said Satan, there you go, okay. She turns them into Satan version, so we're getting like a zombie or a Satan Batman today, and that's always fun. Mias is trying to get the spider. I wish you luck, I wish you luck. Let me see. Oh, I forgot, you guys. Today, I've been forgetting the last few times. But look at those shapes. Those are the shapes that we are going to use to make our Batman today. And they are just a bunch of rectangles and squares. Easy, am I right? I think so. I always tell you guys they're going to be easy. I don't want you to be stressed. We're here to have a good time. We're here to trust the process. What else, everyone? Trust the process, I guess, which is becoming my trademark, apparently, even though most artists are probably told that in school. I'm just going to coin it like it's my own catchphrase. Look at, like, if you look at this little shape we have right here, that doesn't look like Batman, really, at the moment. It looks like a bunch of random shapes. So, halfway through your painting, you might be like, what? This is bad. And then you don't want to continue. And that's not allowed here in Taytayski's house. Okay? You gotta follow through till the end, and then you'll be so proud. I promise you. I know you guys. I know you out there. If you go to the end, you're going to come out with something that you are super proud of, and I'll be as proud, too. Hello, Aiden. I saw you were early. Shay! Oh, we've got some familiar faces in here today. I like it. Perfect. Okay, what should I do with... He's a little big. Let me just... Okay, when we do these first original shapes that we're starting here now, I teach you how to do them in paint with a little paintbrush. Oh my gosh, I'm just being touchy. We'll just put that there for now. And where was I going with that? Some people like to do with pencil at the start, and that's okay too. Just don't press too hard when you use your pencil, okay? It'll leave little dusties, and it'll add gray to all of your paint. Oh, Rosie is set up. I like it. I'll share that on my story. Shay's asking what colors today. We will need white, black, blue, red, and yellow. Okay, y'all? White, black, blue, red, and yellow. Acrylic paint is what we use here. You can use other colors, but acrylic is the safest bet. It's almost Aiden's birthday. Happy early birthday, Aiden. That's exciting. So, I'll be a little bit, I usually go till like 8:10. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. We usually let people collect, but we can take out our blue while we wait for people. Aiden, thanks for sharing. Oops. I'm just gonna take out some blue onto my palette. And that's the only color we'll need for now when we start with our good old little shapes, okay? And also, I guess you can see up here too, this was how I don't like sharing this one always because it makes it look harder than it actually is, but that's how I figured out how to teach you guys. Oh wait, where am I going? Right here. How I figured out how to teach you guys how to draw Batman today. You can see the initial shapes that I've drawn to the left there, how they start shaping up the rest of Batman, okay? Probably too small for you to see up there, but know that that's what I am following as I go. The freaking spider's ruining your stream fun. Oh no. How big is the spider? I'm curious. Okay. I think I kind of went over everything. My brain's obviously everywhere today. Like, what can you do? We're just going live as usual. You're along on the ride with me, right, folks? Okay. So, if you are starting with a paintbrush like I am, you come into your water pond and you're gonna scoop water like this with your brush onto your palette right beside, oh, I'll push this up a little bit so you can see, right beside where you put your blue paint, okay? Oops, I'm a little far away, let me just, that's fine for now. You're gonna take a little tiny bit of paint and you're gonna mix it into the water. So this is way more water than paint. We're making a chocolate milky consistency, which I say every time. So not pure water, not thick like the paint you're used to. We're doing a really watered down consistency because as we lay these shapes down, we're not going to be worried. We're not going to be stressed if the lines aren't perfect. We're not going to be stressed if we have to like do a couple to make it right because we're painting right over top these lines. These are just to help us start the painting, know where to lay shapes and color, okay? So take a breath. Don't drop your paintbrush like I just did. Take a look at your whole canvas because it's very easy to like get stuck and scared of it and paint down at the bottom just really small. And you'll have like a Batman the size of my Post-it on this big canvas. And you don't want that. You want him to fill up the whole page, okay? Oh my gosh, and I forgot the most important part. This is not, it's really important. This is not my painting, okay? This is a Phil Cho, I think is how you pronounce it. I put his website down there in my YouTube video. I'll also put his link at the bottom. This is 100% his original work. I don't want to take away from that. And it's digital and it's clean and I could never do that. But I don't want to take away from his art at all. I'm just using it as a reference for a Batman shapes for us to work off of, okay? So I don't want to steal that guy's thunder. Phil Cho. He did a whole series of Batman. Batmans? Batchilds. Hello, Nikki. Gay girlfriend says help. What's up? How can I help you? Okay, we are gonna start by drawing that big, skinny, long rectangle that you see down here. Right? And we're gonna also acknowledge that he's gonna have those pointy little horns, so you don't wanna go too high. You wanna acknowledge where those little pointy ears are gonna go. So I'm gonna pick about here. You're right in the middle of your canvas. And we're like, that's the top of his head. I'm a little bit not, since I'm looking at it crooked, it's hard for me to do it straight. It's gonna be an awesome night. Nikki, I'm glad you're excited. Okay, ready you guys? With our chocolate milky paint, we're just gonna go all the way down. And same on this side, all the way down. Easy, right? Oh, Shoto. Hello. Haven't seen you in a long time either. Look at all y'all coming out of the woodworks today. Okay. We've got that rectangle right in the middle of our canvas. Cool. Batman, yay, right? Hey, Madge. Like I said, this was heavily requested. So we'll see how she goes. Okay, so we got that rectangle in the middle. Now let's do another rectangle. It's going to be about, if you are using the reference that I am, right above where that circle Batman is going to go, or the circle emblem is going to go, is where the top of this rectangle is going, okay? So let's say right about here. Basically, you want to be able to make a square with the height of that bottom rectangle. Hey, yo, Batman! Cinderella, hello? Speaking of, there's an upcoming Batman movie. Squeal! I didn't know that. There you go. Wait a minute, did I know that? I think... Did I see that Robert Pattinson is going to be back? Yes! Yeah. That's what I truthfully just saw like a meme about it and I thought it was a joke. I'm not going to lie to you. But, that's awesome! Good. Look, we need new movies. Doesn't it just feel like there's been nothing new coming out with movies or music, or we've just been home for years? Okay. Now we're going to go to the top where our Batman's head is going to be, and same as how we're picturing a square down here, we're going to make a line about where a square would be at the top there. See what I mean? There's a square now. It's not a rectangle. We've chopped it off, so we've got a square. I know this looks crazy, and you're like, Taylor, this isn't going to turn into Batman. But remember, we trust the process. I can't say if this is how Phil drew this himself, but who knows? Okay. So we've got that square. Now let's get him some pointy, I was going to call them antlers, but they're like ears, right? I don't know. We're just going to draw a straight line. Straight out the top, however high you want them to go. I might make them just a little bit higher than the picture because I think they're cool. I'm still using this little paintbrush. I'm still using my watered chocolate milky consistency. Same on this side. You're going to bring a line straight up. You can use your paintbrush to help you see if your lines are equal on both sides. And then you're just going to come... You can either go from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom. It might be easier to go from the bottom so that you can pick where you're going to end. So you can go whatever, like an inch and maybe a little bit skinnier than that. Let's go a little bit skinnier. And bring a line straight up. Ignore this first line I made. Whoop. And then on this side, same thing. You're going to want to do the same amount of distance away from the outside line. And just go whoop. I'm Batman. Right? Okay. And if we look at our Batman at the bottom there, he is not just a square head. He does have a rounded off head. So from those two spots that you made the ears, whatever we decide to call them, come down to, you're just going to bubble it. Come up and then back down. And remember, these are just rough lines. Like, we're going to be painting over top of this stuff, so it's okay if you had to do that a couple swipes to make it look even. No worries. Are you guys still trusting me? I always take the silence as a good thing. The y'all are just painting away. Okay, okay, okay. And then we're going to come on down here. And remember, always look at your reference photo. It's really helpful. Where are we looking? If we take a look at him, it's always helpful to kind of give visual proportion. So this line right here is right about, like right before his nose goes down. See how it goes in a triangle? And so we're about to draw a line to where the bottom of his chin, so like where the skin color is, and see how it is about, well, like, acknowledge how high it is from where the Batman circle is. So I'm gonna go like about here. Make a little line in the middle. Rosie says it's looking great. Excellent. I'm so excited. I saw that your painting's in the mail. You guys, last time I think it was that Rosie was on stream with us, somehow with everyone watching, we came up with the idea of Rosie and I doing a collaboration. And so she just started a painting at home, and she mailed it, or is mailing it to me once. I don't know if it's in the mail yet, but to me, and then I'm going to paint a little bit on it, and then I'm going to send it back to her, and then she's going to paint a little bit on it and send it back to me, and we're going to have a finished painting. How cool is that? I can't wait. I'm so excited. And Cinderella says your lines are janky as heck. Hey, well, that's good that we're just going to paint right over top of them, right? They're supposed to be like that right now. Okay. So we got that little line that's at the bottom of his chin. And guess what? We're just going to come a touch of the ways in, and you're just going to make this. Very cool, Rosie and Tay. Dressed in. Thank you. It is cool. I'm very excited. Mias is back. Killed the spider. Relocated the spider. We're okay with the spider. Got it. Perfect. Okay. That's looking pretty Batman-y, hey? Okay. Next. Fireworks. Ah, thank you, Rain. Okay. And then we're gonna go about, imagine we are halfway down this mouth. So see if we go like halfway down his mouth spot. See where my brush is? Right about here. From that line, we're just gonna draw a line that goes from there and curves down a little bit. We're kind of curving it down a touch. And then matches up with that good old rectangle we made at the bottom. Oh, we have got Michael Keaton is the best Batman, fight me. And then Madge goes, but Christian Bale. Ooh, that's a tough one. Anybody else? Oh, Mustard Tiger's in for Michael Keaton. Lego Batman. Also, hello, Ella. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna put, you have to make a vote. We have to see who's the best. So if I put Kevin Conroy, vote for him if you think he's the best. Or Christian Bale. Or Michael Keaton. Or Lego Batman. Oh my gosh, and Rain says Adam West. We gotta add that in there too. Like, which one's best? Who? Oh, they're all tied right now, you guys. Let me get my dummies. Kevin Conroy. Lego Batman gets a prop. Guys, I don't know. That might be that's a pretty high vote, if you ask me. That's not me begging for more props. That's just... Okay. The best guy to vote. Thanks. Also, good to see you, Ella. Good to see ya. Okay. How's this Batman? We've basically got all the shapes down. Realistically, all we're going to do in the bottom here is make that circle for where our bat symbol will go. And it's kind of nice to use that square as your little layout. I was going to say, Queen Lily. Lily met Kevin Conroy and he was an angel. There you go. Rosie thinks this is the best paint line ever. Ugh. So good to have you back, girl. We've missed you around here. But I've also been... I don't want to sound the creepiest when I say that, but we've been following around on your Instagram. Your mom posted that cool night thing you guys did. How you got to go out and do your little adventure at nighttime with your headlamps. And your stargazing. That's so cool. I want to do that. I wish my parents would wake me up in the middle of the night and go on an adventure. Lily agrees with Rosie as well that it's the best paint night. You guys. You guys. Okay. So one thing that I probably should have mentioned, I guess, if you're following these shapes that I'm doing at the bottom there, the picture that we're looking at, he is kind of turned a little bit to the angle, but angles are very difficult. And I ain't gonna lead you guys astray, so I ended up making him fully straight in the middle, just in case anybody was seeing that being weird. But I don't want to lead you guys up for failure. This is for every skill set. So we're making it as easy as we can. Okay. So, from here, what are we doing? We are going to... Sometimes it's easy to make a point as to where the center is. For some people, it's easier. Oops, that's a little low, though. I'm just going to bring that dot up a little higher. We are just going to bring this line just on down to your dot and back on up so that we can make that shape, right? That shape of his mask. Coming down. Still using the watered down paint, still not worrying if your lines are crazy. We're still in just plan stuff mode, okay? From here, let's draw a line straight up. Remember, if I'm going too fast, let me know. You might help somebody on YouTube. Hey, YouTube folks. Also, I forgot to call y'all out at the start. I feel like I know the tempo or like the speed that we need to do it at now, but don't feel worried to reel me in if you gotta. Alright, so we are going to imagine. So remember, we have a line right here. We're going to imagine that that is the center. So we're going to come the same amount up. The same amount that's underneath that line, we're going to come above. Okay? I don't want it to be too confusing. But from that line, you're just going to go, you're going to follow this same angle just by going halfway up on both sides and halfway up. Batman has a huge forehead, so no worries there. The only reason we're doing this now before we, sorry, I just got distracted by a message. The only reason I'm mapping this out right now is because we are going to draw where his eyes are going to go, because his eyes are just white, and for some people, your white paint might not be strong enough to paint on top of the blue once we lay it down. So, I'm going to map out where the eyes are so that we don't color that spot in, okay? But for some people, your paint might be good enough, and if you want, you can, when we color this all blue, you can color it all blue and put the white on top. I'm just looking out for some of y'all with different types of paint, okay? So now we got that eyebrow, like this is his eyebrows basically, frowning, okay? And in the middle of those, we're just gonna make a little beam. Oops, those aren't the same size. Justin's late. You're actually early. Because when I, like, signed on, you were here before me. You're earlier than me. Thanks for little shoes. Is that you running into the room? Justin's fired. You're fired. I don't accept lateness. Just kidding, guys. I'm late for my streams half the time. Okay, so we've got those eyeballs in there. That's cool, right? I'm pretty sure we're basically ready to start painting. Oh, he has ears too. Who are we kidding? He's got, right, if you come up to the top of the triangle where his mouth is, let's just make a little protruding. It can be like a rectangle. It's just a small little his actual ears. I know I was calling these ears, but he is a human. These are his real ears. Okay. Let me just make sure all our portions are okay for now. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Okay. We've got a frowning Batman. We've got where his ears go. We have where all the shapes are gonna go. We can roughly map out where his cape will go, and then we're gonna start painting, okay? So from the top, let's say like we're gonna go in this amount in the middle. You are just gonna curve and come on down. We're gonna curve up and come on, oops, down. Come on down. I was just Bob Barker for a second. Whoop. He's not frowning, he's blue stealing. Oh, when we make his mouth, it will be very blue steel-esque. I won't lie to you on that one. Okay. Do we see Batman? You guys? There's a Batman in there. So, if you were penciling, put your pencils away. It's time to paint, unless you don't have paint and you're going to be like crayoning it or something, or pencil crayoning it. If you are ready to paint, we're just going to take out a big old brush. It can be pointed. It could be... Why aren't I prepared for this moment like I am most times? It can be a... Oh! It can be a square if you want, maybe. Some people like squares. Whatever you wish. It can even be... Oh, no, that's too big. That's fine. I'm just going to use this pointed one. And I paint dark to light. It's not the only way to paint, but that's how I teach it to you guys. So we're just going to start by using... You're back! Good to... Glad you made it out safe. We are just going to take that blue that we've been using already right out of the tube. And we are just gonna slob that paint on. But I would be pretty conscious, consistency-wise too. Ditch the chocolate milk. We're going for more paint than water on our paintbrushes, okay? Slob, yeah, slob it on. And we're gonna fill in this mask, but not his eyeballs. I made his eyes pretty close together, but what can you do? And I always say to be conscious of your brush strokes. Sometimes when you paint all left, right, up, down, side, side, it can be... It just takes away from like the smooth sleekness of what Batman's suit and texture should be. So if you do keep it as smooth as you can and as much as in the same direction as you can, it'll help you in the long run. But if you just love going crazy and slobbing paint in a bunch of directions, go for it. If that's what's fun for you, because a teacher in art school tried to tell me how to paint once, and I said, no, I don't like to paint like that. It's not fun for me to do it that way. I like to paint like this, so if you don't like to paint that way, ignore me. Oh no, I just filled in his eye. Don't fill in his eye like I did. It wasn't necessarily the right blue, but Batman's blue, we'll get it. Hello, Svengali. Batman's a cool one. It is, hey. Like I said, a lot of people requested it, so I'm glad. It sounds like so far so good. Rosie said hers is coming along good, so I assume it's going good for everyone else. Rosie's gonna paint her eyes in last because she accidentally painted over them. Hey, that's totally fine. Totally fine. I'm probably gonna have to do that too because I just about painted over one of those eyeballs too. Remember guys, you don't have to do every single thing that I'm doing. You can easily go in any direction you want. Justin's excited for Rosie, so am I. Okay. And then we're going to keep bringing that blue down. No worries if you're still at the top part. We're just slobbing, remember? And Rosie likes my music. Girl. Look at you, little positivity queen in here today. Why does Justin have a gray name instead of black? I didn't, Justin, talk. I didn't even notice that your name was different color. We'll see when he talks. I can't see right now. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going back in here. Justin will answer that question for me. His blue for us because we follow him. I'm pretty sure. Like your friends are blue. Look at me, I should know, but I'm like 90% sure that's how it works. Just coloring in. Yeah, people you follow are blue. Yeah. I was right. Okay, so... I know, I should know that. But I was right. I knew it. I just second-guessed myself. What was I going to say? We're going to this cape. So it's not the full bottom. It's just where this part that we alley-ooped here. When they talk to you directly, gray. When you don't follow. Oh, right, because if somebody says something to you and tags your name in it, that's true. That would be a different color. Dresden. What would we do without you? Also, I forgot, I haven't opened, but I saw that you DM'd me. And I appreciate it. Some specs. Very appreciate it. What do we do without you? Continue painting? I know, but you just always help out in the stream. You're just the best. Okay. We've got that dark blue. Siren! Someone light the bat signal. I say this every time. I literally don't even notice the sirens. I don't even notice. I've lived downtown for like over 10 years. Those are birds chirping for me. What do you think? I always think they're at your house. I know, people. I know, I've got that a couple times. That people think there's sirens at home. It's just because it's so hot, you guys, I have to open my window or I'd just be like a wet dog, like sweating here, and it wouldn't be a good time for anyone. Okay. We've got a Batman top half of suit. Cape and mask, I guess, hey? And don't worry, keep picking away. I'm sure some of you are still coloring it in, but we're going to be using black and white next, okay? No worries if you're not there yet. We've got some time. But see, it's so weird, like here, my computer today, perfect, works like a charm, no problems at all. It makes no sense to me. And then the other days it'll be so slow, like you can't even click anything without waiting like a couple seconds for anything to happen. More than a couple seconds. FYI, today has been a bad day of anxiety. I wasn't gonna come. Cinderella. But are you happy that you did come? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We are glad you did. You're always so great to have. Ah! See, I love that. Because it's an anxiety reliever for me, too. Happy to hear! We all love having ya. Even if you don't want to paint, like, if painting's stressful, like, you guys don't have to paint, you can just hang out, too, right? Yeah, Mustard Tiger did have a bad day too, and she did give the magic touch to my computer. Yeah, Justin's like, join the peanut gallery. We love all of you. How are we doing, you guys? Are we ready to go start painting his belly or chest gray, or do you want me to wait a couple minutes? Any questions? Any concerns? Are we just like going for it? Because we can do that. Yeah, Kenzie brought some awareness to law. Still working on his cape. Hey, no problem. Delaney, no problem at all. We will wait. Cinderella? What? You are the sweetest angel of all time. Thanks. When you guys give me potatoes, I literally cry. That blows my mind. Thank you. You're just sending love on your bad day. I appreciate you. Hey, that means the world. They do the same thing for me too, so I love doing them too. Thursdays are my favorite. And I'm glad they are yours too. Okay. Does it have to be Batman, or can it be inspired by your choice? Do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be Batman. I'm probably not even allowed to say it's Batman. I'm just copywriting everyone these days, apparently. Oh, Cinderella. Made my day. Oh, you guys, I'll post your stories. Kenzie's got that man bat. Yeah, that's what I'll call him instead. Let's get back to man bat. As usual, I made mine a little chubbier than I usually do. It's because I'm working from an angle and I am cross-eyed. It doesn't help my depth perception. All my paint eyes are just chunky little guys. Sorry, not sorry. No worries if you guys are still working on that cape. I'm not doing nothing too crazy. We're just mixing a little gray together. I'm still using that same brush. We're taking a schlob of white and just a little touch of black, because black is the most powerful pigment of all, and it will turn everything black in a second if you put too much black, so be very conscious of the black, okay? We don't want it to be too dark, but remember, we do work dark to light, so when you're looking at your Batman at the bottom here, where's my finger? There. Just kidding, at the winged rat guy down here, when you take a look at him. If you squint at him, that's usually easier for you to be able to differentiate values, like what's darker and what's lighter. So you can see the dark spots are like under his pecs and like right in his like armpit area. So that's kind of the dark gray that we're going for, that value. And again, it's easier if you have lots of white and only a tiny touch of black. And then you slowly add more black or whatever you need. But just be aware that black will overpower it very quickly. And also be aware that your paint, I know it's annoying, but your paint on your palette will dry darker on your canvas, okay? See that gray that I made? It looks kind of light to you guys, but it's gonna dry a little darker. Oh my gosh, Mias! Did I say your name right again? With the prop. Thank you! Just... Mias, right, A first. Mias. I know, sorry, this is just gonna be like clockwork. I'm just so terrible at pronunciation. Okay, I'm just filling in the bottom with gray. So again, don't worry. If you're still painting this background, I'm not leaving you high and dry. Sometimes it's just easier for me to do spots quick, and then I'll sit and wait till you guys are ready. That's going on really light, so maybe just a touch darker. gonna outline that Batman circle, emblem, logo, whatever you want to call it. How's that? Remember, to some of you newbies, I'm just like a messy painter and I don't like painting right to the edge, which is fine. Which is what I like to do, but if you don't like to do it, that's fine. Like, you can paint smooth right to the edge if you like. I just personally like when you give it a little painterly edge look to it. Tay, you're gonna love my Batman, Rosie. Woo! I'm excited. It's Joe Kaiser. We got Taytayski and Batman bundled together. Heck yeah, we do! And you came at a good time. Look at him. You can tell it's Batman. Like we were just talking about, he's a little bit of a chunky Batman, but... And Rosie's doing a little different. I wouldn't expect anything less. I love when you take creative liberties. Oh, that's a mistake that I just made. Thanks for the prop, Kaiser. Let's just blend that out of there. Oops. Again, you probably should be more... I'm not being very conscious of my brush strokes right now, but... Tomorrow is Studio Chill, yes. I've been changing up my other two, whatever you called about it. I've been changing up my schedule for the other 2 days, just playing around with what's best. But Thursdays, 8 p.m. will always stay. There'll always be a paint night. I'm not planning on changing those. So tomorrow is just kind of, we'll see how she plays off. It'll be a little bit earlier. I think I said 4 p.m. I will be live. And halfway through, we're going to do something fun that I used to do when I started streaming, and it's called You Pick, I Paint. And so, like, I'll just have an empty canvas, and everybody together in the comments or whatnot will, like, come up with ideas of, like, colors or things, and we do votes, and we, like, make a painting together. And I think that's fun. So we will be doing that tomorrow. 4 p.m. correct. 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay. Now... let me see what's the best way to do this. We are going to go right back in. That's like 2 a.m. there for you. Very fine. See, just a normal late night, not like a 6 a.m. type of thing. Okay. We are going to start adding some detail. You can take, no, not that brush. That's a lie. Don't look at that one. Let's do details, the best part. I'm taking just like a tiny bit of a smaller brush than I was using to fill everything in. Sorry, I don't mean to just yawn your guys' faces off here. But we're gonna go back to our blue. Sometimes the hardest part, sometimes the easiest part. So let's see how she goes this time. We are gonna go into that blue that we have here. And I always like to tell you guys what I am looking at before we start here, but again, if you squint back at that Batman down there at the bottom, you can see that there are shadows and like darker spots and lighter spots. And the lighter spots is like in this part of his head, but then this is dark and behind his ears, or nose is dark. And so we're going to be painting all the lighter spots. So we're taking that blue that we started with right out of the tube, and we're going to take a slob of white. But the difference isn't going to be too much. Like, we don't want it to be like a baby blue or anything. We kind of just want it of value. Shalom. I love that you guys think it's funny when I say shalom. It's my favorite word. One of the two. Cuties is probably number one. But we want to make... Can you guys see it right now? Oh, you can't. That's okay. We will. I'll show you up close. Taking that blue with a bit of white in there. We'll see how light this looks to you guys, because the colors are always so... That's pretty light. Oh well, we're just gonna go for it. We're not doing that chocolate milky consistency. We want a nice, probably in the middle of both paint and water. So you get your brush wet, and you kind of mix it around in your thick paint. Okay? Let me get Batman up here so that I can look at it. Okay. And we are going to start with this light blue, okay? You might need a smaller brush in some spots, totally dependent on the size of your Batman, okay? But we are going to come on the right-hand side. We're going to imagine there's a line right down the middle of this ear, whatever we decide to call it. And we're going to do it lighter on the one half of the ear. And we're going to bring it lighter on this side. Totally okay if you see a little bit of that dark blue above it. Can you guys tell a difference on the camera? I might add a little bit of white just so that you guys can see it better. That difference isn't showing up much on the camera there. Let's see. Okay. There's a little bit of lighter on that side. We're going to do one good old swipe above his head. If your paint isn't pulling well, you might just need to add some more water to your paintbrush, but we don't want it to be like chocolate milk wet. You want the paint to have a little bit of pull in your hands. Oh, I'm just smearing paint all over the canvas. And this side, we're doing the left side of his ear. We are lighting up, okay? You don't always need to water down your paint. You can dry brush it with no water. Water just helps. Acrylic is a water-based paint, so it helps you pull it around. It helps, yeah. But like oils, you don't mix with water. Oh my gosh, I almost spilled it. Okay. And what are we doing here? We are going to go above his eyeball. And you're basically going to paint like a big angry frown eyebrow above both sides, okay? In this light blue. Still using the light blue. Going to come down right to the middle of the eyes, and you're going to slob just a good old line up the middle. Okay. And then from this other side of his eyebrow here, you're just gonna bring it down the other way. Like you're basically just drawing big cartoon eyebrows on him. Looks like a bat or a bird in the middle already. Okay. From that little wing, you're just going to bring a line straight up to the line we have up at the top. From the wing, straight up. So see how it's still dark on this side, still dark on this side. And then you're just going to fill that in. Remember, be very conscious of your brush strokes. It's okay if you want a more painterly look to leave some of the blue underneath. Or you can paint it flat, smooth on if you want. That's completely up to you. I know my blue isn't right for Batman, but sue me. Okay. Realistically, you can color all that in if you want, but we'll be going back in with some dark blue to fix up those eyeballs. And now we're going to come below his eyeballs. And again, there's going to be a straight line right down that nose of his that we have implied with that dip. And we're just going to paint this left-hand side of it. Just up into under his eye like so. Down the center, that line's right down the center, yeah. And then we're painting the left-hand side of it light. Do you see? See them coming together a little bit there? I'll wait for a second. That's tricky. No worries. If I know I do it fast, so I probably intimidate people with it sometimes. There is no shame in taking a breath and going really, really slow. Okay, there's no worries in that at all. Don't feel like you have to go at the speed that I'm doing it at. No worries in taking her slow. Like I've told you guys on some other streams, like when I do straight lines, I truthfully don't breathe. I hold my breath as I go across, because my hand shakes a lot if I don't. Do you see that close up? Again, it's okay if you make some messy spots. Like we have that blue, so we can go in with that dark blue that we already have, and we can fix up some stuff, which we will. So don't worry if it feels a little off. And remember, maybe your brush is too big for your size of canvas or what you're painting. Maybe get a littler brush or a bigger brush, vice versa. And on this side, we're not painting as much, okay? You see how we left that whole chunk of nose, because that is the shadow. I basically just painted his cheek in. Whoop. And you leave his ears dark blue. Ooh, a cramp in my thigh. Okay, dokey. How are we feeling? Blink once if you're okay. You ever get just like a thigh cramp? It's season. Just sit down too much. Okay. Good. Are those your blinking eyes, Kenzie? I appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to come down his neck here, and we're just going to do one old line, up to down. Whoop. Up to down. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess if you just see me do it, it makes sense. Same on this side. Just a good old whoop. We are following like his neck, right? You're imagining a neck there. That's what we're implying. That's behind his cloak or his cape or whatever you want to say. And under his chin, too, you're just going to do a nice little U or a V, whatever it looks like for you. Right in the middle of those two lines. You can even do a little line underneath it if you want. And to me, like, I don't know if it just makes me like a weird artist or something, but I just love when you do dark first, you put light on top of it. It's just like such a fun process to make a couple lines, and then you've already built up so much like shape and depth by just using two colors in a different way. Okay, so we're going to come from this point and you just go line out, okay? We're still using the blue. We're changing nothing. It's the same as we've been doing this whole time. And every line that we do is going to get a little bit thicker, and it's going to play keep away. That's the best way for me to describe it. Keep away from the line that we already drew, okay? So then we go back to this spot, and we're keeping away from the top one, so we're going to draw a little bit of a line and make it thicker. And we're coming in a downwards direction, okay? And again, we're going to go down. Oops. We're going to come down. You're going to play keep away from the shape before. And then you're going to fill it in. Right? Looks very nice. Thank you. And then again, let's play keep away from that shape and just fill in the bottom. It's okay if these are brush strokey. It's okay if a little bit of blue is seen, like the dark blue is seen underneath. That's totally okay. And then, of course, you fill in this little rectangle. See that cape forming? We're going to do the same old thing on this side. So start by a good old line. And let's do another line, playing keep away from the first, and we make that one a little bit thicker, like a triangle, coming on down like it's folding over his arm. Thanks, Mace. Thank you. One day you should try one. And same on this side. And you see, like, this side I was a little bit messier. My lines get a little blended in there. If that happened to you, not the end of the world. We can go back with some dark blue and fill that in. And let's fill in that triangle. Okay. Are we feeling Batman soon? I know this feels... this is so not the same shape, but that's okay. I know it looks a little, what's the word? Like mechanical. Oh no, what am I doing? It looks a little mechanical at the moment, but we're just gonna bring in some other colors. Don't you worry. I'm just bringing that line up because I thought his shoulders were off, but then when I look at it, it wasn't off, and now it is, so we'll just ignore what I just there. Okay. We've got that. Got a little snack for the stream. Gonna watch it all today. That's commitment. Oh my god, do not apologize that you are behind. It's very common that I go fast. Realistically, these paintings should take longer than 2 hours, but we just try to do it quick so that we get it in there. So don't apologize. So the crease is on his brow. Are we talking about the light, like when we did the lighter crease on top? Because don't worry if that's what we're talking about, because we're gonna go back in right away here with a little bit lighter blue, like lighter than the background, and we're gonna define that. Okay, yeah. So if you had just the dark blue face and we have the two eyes here, when you start, we're just going to do a light blue slop right over top, like literally like you're painting like Bert and Ernie eyebrows on him. See what I mean? Meet. And in the middle you have a line straight up. It would look like meet. Yeah, exactly. So it looks like that. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Right? Those are his Bert and Ernie eyebrows above his eyes, right? in the lighter blue. And you're gonna bring it down. Like literally like you're drawing on cartoon eyebrows almost, hey? And then right down the center, he's got an eyebrow right, like a line, a thicker line, straight up the middle. Does that kind of help a little bit? Maybe seeing them both together. But see how we painted it over a little bit? We're gonna come in and define them a lot more. They do look like little angry bird eyebrows for sure. Again, you guys, don't worry if it's like, if the pace is like, I don't want you to be stressed if I go too fast. There are a lot of people who finish their paintings up like the next day, or like, because I post this on YouTube in at the end of the day here. But some people take a lot, like they're more precise with painting, so I don't want you to like get stressed and not have a good time if it's too fast for you. So no worries if you need to ask me to circle back, okay? Just a little meet. Jersey Shore approved brows. Oh my gosh, I just rewatched all of Jersey Shore and all of Jersey Shore Family Vacation, and I don't know why, I just love it so much. Just love it. Okay. So, again, Delaney, no stress, because I'm assuming you have a little bit more ways to go till you're down here. I gotta move a little bit, because I don't want it to go too long, over the 2 hours, but, again, don't be scared to ask me again once you get more down here. We'll move on a tiny touch, but I'm going slower than I would. Okay. Thanks, Lisa. I'm using a little baby brush. And you're going to take this same color that we've been lightening everything up with, and you're going to add a touch of that dark blue into there because we want it to get dark. Not as dark as the original, but darker than the color that we put in there. Redundant, I know. But this is what I mean by where we will be cleaning up some pieces, okay? Rosie is just so excited about this painting. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't wait till we get to see it. I can't wait. The enthusiasm is real, and I love it. Okay, what are we doing here? We've got a little bit of that dark, lighter, but dark blue. We've got a little baby paintbrush. The littlest one you got. And this is what I mean by we'll be defining things. So now you can just circle, or outline, I guess is what I mean. See, now we defined this shape with that lighter blue coloring. A little paintbrush. Because before we just roughly slobbed around it, and now we are going to just define those eyebrows. And you just draw a little dark line right above those Bert and Ernie eyebrows that we drew. Oh my gosh, my perspective is just off today. There you go. Can we get a schlub? Right? And this is kind of a time that you can smooth out some shapes if you need to. We're kind of just touching up some little areas. If your line's got a little messy, you can clean up that line with this lighter blue a touch. Can we get a schlub in the chat? Schlub! Okay, so Lisa is asking about... Okay, so some of you don't follow me on Instagram, but I post about my life most of the time on Instagram. And, when I go to bed when Dan is still sleeping, I need to listen to TV when I go to sleep. So I put on an AirPod, like just one AirPod to sleep. And usually I wake up and it's like on the bed somewhere. Sometimes it's in my ear, whatever. But 2 days ago, I woke up and I couldn't find it. Like I cannot, like to this day, cannot find it. I don't know where it is. We looked in the bed, we took apart the bed sheets, we took apart, like, no idea where it is. And I posted on my story about that, like that happened. And a bunch of people sent me an article about a man who swallowed his AirPod in his sleep, you guys. And now all I can think is it's just like in there. And not to get too graphic, but the man, it came out naturally and it still worked. If that's not a good product, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But yeah, Dresden's right. It's probably going to show up when I move. So now I'm just rocking one AirPod and it just defeats the purpose. And I just don't even know. I don't even know. It's so funny. Like, Dan and I were joking. Like, I put that one AirPod I have in my ear and then we played music. And I'm like, listen to my stomach. Can you hear it? Is it playing in there? It wasn't. Okay. So do you guys see... Oh, they're kind of a little rough. Like, you can even make them, like, angrier. You can make that line more at an angle if you want. And guess what? If you're not happy with how you did your line, you can go back into that same color of this light blue and literally just, like... Oh, my light's a little messy. Just paint that light blue over top, like, white out the spot that you don't like. Until it is what you like. Okay? See what I mean there? Whiteout method is your friend. Okay? It is gross. It is gross. But literally, I truly think I swallowed it, because where else could it be? But I also can't imagine swallowing an AirPod and not waking up. It's a crazy story. But a lot of people send me that story, and I'm like, well, convinced. Mace, you're so excited that you're surfing on caffeine and found me. And you've been to every stream since. You're crazy. I love it. I'm happy you found me too. Okay. Delaney, how are we doing? If I move a little bit more, are we should I wait? We're at 9:07. I think we're still good on timing. All from the Netherlands, I know. It's crazy. It blows my mind. Rosie's ready to go. Cool, cool, cool. I'm still using that blue that's a little bit darker. Working on the cape now. Beauty, beauty. Okay, cool. No worries. No worries. What we're doing now is just going to bring a little bit of shading into these creases and folds so that it doesn't look so, like, mechanical or whatever I was saying before. I'm using a lot of this blue today. It's not going far away. It is crazy. It's not a little crazy. It's so crazy. That's what's cool about streaming and the internet, how it just brings people together. I love that. Okay. So we're going to go on the bottom of this little triangle, and you're just going to roughly brush, swipe out a little bit of that blue. The medium blue that we're doing. It can be the dark blue if you feel like it. It depends on your piece. But I'm just softly brushing. There's a little bit of water on my brush. It's not only paint. If you have a little bit of water, it really helps it go on a little translucent. We're just creating shadow and a little bit of texture in there. But see now how it goes from this sharp line to this smoother line? Right? Not many streamers do what? What do you mean? Not many famous streamers do what? And then let's go on this side. Let's, in that bottom of that triangle, lightly just brush. And that might be like a stressful process, you guys. Like if you're trying to lightly brush and it's just like slobbing paint on and you're like, this sucks. You can use a little bit of a wet rag and just like brush that on there. Brush, brush, brush. Kind of softly, softly fan out the sharp edge, if there is a sharp edge. But see how already we are using our other shapes just to kind of buff out one small step. And we're just at the bottom of all those triangles that we made originally. We're going to just lightly fluff on some of that dark blue. Rosie, you, of course. I almost want you to. You guys never have to ask me if you want to try something different. Like Lily is hers is probably red right now, right? Because she's painting Satan, so hers might be red. Or purple by those emojis. But see how we just came into the bottom? We lightly, with a nice mixture of water and paint, not thick paint, not super watery paint, we just kind of buffed out some of those lines, okay? How do we feel about that? I'll let you guys do that for a minute. Sorry, I know, I'm a very fast painter. By myself, so it's really hard for me to like reel it back in sometimes. I just forget sometimes. Can we get a schlob? Let's get a schlob. I should ask for them to make a schlob prop. I don't know what it would be, like a paint, just going, a paintbrush, just slobbing. Did I get them to? No. I am making something to go on Caffeine's YouTube channel, though. You heard it here first. Okay. How's that? See how we just kind of blended it out there? And see, like, if you're not happy, if these lines are a little too sharp for you, just bring on back. And you can kind of bring that lighter color and do the same thing if you want. A bright, wet paintbrush equals a schlob, right? They do. Look, Justin's here now. Maybe we can just, like, plant the seed. Where do you go to get props made, Justin? Where do I suggest a good prop? Okay, I just... Oops. Okay, there's a Batman so far. And again, remember, you can decide yourself if you want to do the simplest way or if you want to bump up your details a little bit more and bring it a little more intermediate, whatever you want to say. Oh, let me see here. Like same in this corner, you can add a little bit of that darker blue to give him a little bit of shadow in there. Again, I always suggest to take a good look at your reference photo, good squint at it, and see if you don't understand how shadows work. That's always a great way to start, is to just see where the professionals put the shadow is, right? Underneath his eyeball, it's just, if you want to clean some shapes up, this is your time to do it. With that same blue, you can sharpen some edges. I'll just hold that up to you guys for now. In school, you painted abstract art and it was kind of hard. Okay, yes. Abstract for me is the hardest, personally. What's happening here? Abstract is very hard, especially for me, somebody who paints like content, so I always paint a picture with something in it. Abstract's very hard for me to be like, well, when do I stop? I don't understand. How do you know when it's done? Abstract's tough. I salute abstract artists. It's tough work. I actually have a bunch of abstract arts that I have to do, and they're really hard for me. Okay. One thing that we have missed in the lines here is he's got one curved line right at the top of his head. How's that? And when you do that line, you're literally just mocking the shape, that up shape. So you're kind of doing, again, that keep away. You're playing keep away from the top, following that same shape. I'm Batman. Oh my god, you guys, my thumbnail is going to be the best today, isn't it? Okay. I don't know what Cobra art is. No, I don't. I've made a mess of my palette. But now is the time for our red, yellow, and white on our palette. You don't need much of it. Oh, that's probably not the right yellow I want. How do I get it back in there? I don't. Yellow, red, and white, you guys, on your palettes. Again, if you're still painting, don't worry. I'm just slowly getting our next step ready. The reason we need red is because we just, like, the tiniest touch of red. You don't need much red on your palette at all, okay? That's the yellow I want. So the yellow I'm using is cadmium yellow, medium. I haven't been telling you guys my colors this whole time, but I remember sometimes. Cinderella, you like to see them, I forget. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Cadmium, yellow, medium. Come on, you can do it. There we go. I didn't lie to you. And then what's actually really funny is this is my red, but it has a big slob of yellow on it. And that's deceiving. But I'm using cadmium red light for my red. But like I said, you don't need much at all. You need just a tiny touch because he's not super skin toned, but we don't want his face to be the same color as his, like, emblem at the bottom here, right? Emblem? I keep calling it something different. Whatever. You can easily use Portrait Pink. 100%. You probably should use Portrait Pink. Jealous. Yeah, we're just mixing. I just don't expect people at home to have those colors. So, good call. And also, you guys, if your paint is a gross color and it's making all of your other paints look a different color, feel free to change your paint. It's important. Okay. Oh, actually, first we're going to start with our straight. You're going to grab your yellow with just a touch of white in it. Just because yellow is usually a really tough pigment to work with, and sometimes a touch of white just adds to the opacity. Opacity, that's what I'm looking at. Opacity? Okay. You can use whatever size brush works for your emblem. We're literally just coloring in this circle yellow, and we're going to put the bat on top. But because the bat symbol is in black, black in any quality of paint should go over yellow, so we're just going to paint that in there first. You think there's a chat delay from here to there? There's possibly a chat delay, but there's also, like, I'm a delay. I'm a delay as well. My ADD clicks, and sometimes I miss a comment for a minute. That painting's dope. What the heck? Hey, Ben, thanks. There's a bunch of people at home painting along with me. There's going to be a bunch of great Batmans. We're going to see them soon. You guys, when you're painting this yellow on, just a little touch of water. But you want the paint to be pretty thick. You don't want it to be translucent. There we go. How's that? Am I doing Robin next? Ooh, that's a good call. We probably should maybe add a Robin to the list. 3 sticks and a brick. That's a good call. I haven't decided who we're painting next week. We do these every Thursdays. We do these paint nights. Oh, Lily says Nightwing. Oh, and you're not painting, sorry, because it's 5 a.m. There's a lot of people in here not painting. Never apologize. That is okay. All right, we got that yellow symbol. It's quite yellow. In the picture, it's more gold, but I think, like, we're doing a classic Batman. I guess this blue is more like the classic Batman, hey, when it was, like, I'm just thinking of, like, the old comic book Batman and Robin. Okay. You don't have to treat that really precious. You can literally just put it on there because we're putting black right over top. And now we're just going to color in his mouth hole. I guess is the right word. You're going to take your white. You're going to take a tiny touch of red. Tiny touch of red and a tiny touch of yellow. So you get a nice peachy color. Did you know my mom has a Batman tattoo? Asks Rosie. No, we did not. Well, I didn't. Is it of the Batman that you said was the best Batman earlier? 3 Sticks and a Brick wants a nude picture of Batman. You know what? That's actually not the craziest request I've received. We can make it happen. When my books are open again, we can make it happen. Can I also draw? Yes, draw. I drew before I painted. All I've got is art things, you guys. That's all I know how to do. I can sculpt a little bit, but mostly paint and draw. Wow, that just looks white to you guys. I swear that it's like peachy. Kind of. It looks white, but to look a little more peach, still looks white. I swear it's peachy. You can add a bunch of white into it so it's not too orange. It's okay if it's just really subtle. Like, look at the picture we're looking at. It hardly looks too skin colored. Ben, they're saying Rain and Rosie's because she's speaking for her daughter who's painting along. So she says who it is. It's just the bat symbol. I love that. I love that. And does my boyfriend paint too? That's really funny. No, he does not paint. He's not a creative. He is like more on the science side. He's a geophysicist. So we're very opposite people, which is good. Sorry, I didn't even tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm painting his skin tone in here. I'm just filling that little triangle we made earlier with that good old skin tone. Right. Let's see if I bring it closer. You can kind of tell that it's not white. But it's showing up way lighter to you guys than it actually looks to me. But is she a Dutchman? Oh, maybe. Everyone always thinks I'm Polish because of my last name. But I'm Ukrainian, so it's not that different. Okay. Oh, Ooster. Is it like Oosterveld? I don't know how to say it. Okay. How is that? So these are actually just like paint night ones. I've actually never sold my paint night paintings, but I do like sell paintings for a living. Not O, ooh. Not O-E, but O-ooh. Ooh, oh. In French, that's like ooh. But in French, there's no O-E either. Super Dutch, yes, there you go. There you go. Okay. Realistically, all we really have left is the bat symbol, a little bit of his pecs, and his mouth with some outline. And it's 9:30, so we're going good. And I guess a background, too, because I'm always so bad at backgrounds. We'll do that, too. And Rosie speaks Dutch. Look at this talented little lady. And 3 Sticks and a Brick wants to buy... wants to buy a nude Batman. Hey, one day I will make it happen. Oh, I love that. We've got someone from the Netherlands. We've got some Canadians. I'm Canadian. We got some Americans. Look at that, you guys. Okay. I don't want to lose track. How are we feeling, painters? Are we on, like, am I on a go-ahead, or are we waiting? What are we thinking? Indonesian. Look at this multicultural group we got here. I love it. Ready for the muscles. Okay, awesome. So, we're gonna go back into our gray. And mine's pretty light. Is everybody else's this light? Or is some of yours super dark still? Send what your choice inspired. Done for now, color of the weekend. Oh my gosh, let me see. Ooh! Here, I guess I can show a couple people's. I haven't been showing what everyone's were looking. Check that out. You guys, Dresden's an artist too. Wow, that's awesome. Love those muscles. Oh, and then let's see. Oh, wow, Rosie. You guys, Rosie's doing a pink and a purple Batman, and I'm obsessed. I will be showing those on my... Yes, I'll be showing those on my story ASAP. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You guys, you're literally all nailing the Batmans. Oh, can't see. That one's a disappearing message. Oh, I missed that one too. I am shook, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. We are gonna wrap her up so that Rosie, I remember it goes a little late. I don't want it to be too late. Okay, so if your pecs are as light as mine already, then it's really like, it's basically the light color that we are supposed to do. So, if it's not though, somebody tell me if it's not, because I don't want to lead somebody astray, because I told you to do it darker. But in all the pictures I think I saw, they're all pretty light. They all look pretty light. Yeah, oh, Rosie's already got the chest going. She knows what's up. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. So you can take it a little bit of a darker gray if you want. And if yours is darker, like if you painted, if your paint became too dark, what am I trying to say? If your gray is already this dark as what I'm painting on right now, you're gonna wait for 1 second and you're gonna paint the opposite of what I'm painting, okay? But most people who sent in, it's light like mine, so I thought we'd go for it. Zax! Hey, hey! Zax! What's up? I wish Fats was here painting Batman. Okay, we've got that line down straight out the middle. And then you're gonna draw a line down. And a line down like a little upside down Y. The sun is a hologram. Wowza. What a trip. Alright. And you're gonna bring that peck on over. Boop, boop. And at the sides. Oops. I don't want his pecs to be too small. Let's bring it over a little bit more. And bring it up. Bring up those chesticles. How did the chat just turn to Epstein all of a sudden? You're crazy. Hey, Ben, we're not mean in the chats here, okay? People can have their own opinions. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. How's that for a peck at the bottom there? So remember I was saying, if yours is super dark already, if yours was about this dark, you'll be coloring this part light. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Love me a man peck, right? Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And you're also gonna bring this dark gray up around the bottom here, like a shadow, right? It's like the shadow underneath his cape. Okay? How are those, man? 3 sticks. If you say anything else crappy, we're gonna get you out of here. Batman is looking great. Thanks, Lisa. No one is, Mace. They're just being weird. Okay. We've got... Okay, we're just gonna... What am I doing here? There we go. How are our chests looking? Do we follow that shape? We went down, we did a little curve, we went a long line and brought it back up. Right? Do we see some of that shading in there? And that's about it for his chest. We're not going to go into crazy detail. We're literally just implying that he's got those man chests there, right? Remember, you guys, we're nice in my stream, or I let you go. There's no reason to be ruined. I mean, mean. I don't know why I said ruined. There's no need to be ruined. Okay. We've got pecs. Nice pecs. Thanks, Lisa. And... what do you want to do now? Ban hammer? What do you mean hammer? Who's hammer? Now we're gonna do that bat logo, you guys. And this is what I took this, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to do this for you guys good. Yeah, don't worry, Mace, ignore them, I don't get what they're doing. It's called a band hammer. I was like, who's hammer? Okay, we are gonna get straight black onto our brushes. And you're gonna get a little brush. Hello, Lazar Gamer. Hey, up to 800, I won't complain about that. Okay, 3 sticks and a brick, you're out of here. Let's see, how do I do it? Okay. Guys, just don't be annoying, okay? Okay, we've got a little skinny brush, okay? And I got pure black on my paintbrush. And it's gonna be easy at the start. You're literally just gonna do a line straight across. Look at that. Just straight across. You're not gonna go all the way to the end, okay? But you are just gonna do a line straight across. Yeah, it's very simple, you guys. It's just, ain't nobody got the time, okay? So we've got that line straight across. Oh, and then there's Ben too. See you later, Ben. Let me see here. Like, I just don't understand. Okay. We've got it. A line straight through the middle. So can I ask a question without getting banned? Yeah, you can. Okay. I don't even really fully know either. I just know that it's like this new mean way of talking to people online. It's literally like guys say it to like guys that are nice, I feel like, and it's just dumb. If anybody wants to give the actual definition, I don't really know what it is, but people are stupid. Okay. So we've got that moon straight across. I don't know why I just said moon. Rosie, maybe they were just hungry and that's why they were mean. Look at that. Very logical possibility as well. And you know what? We just got them out of there, right? Yeah. There's just no time. I guess you're right. Someone said we're in like quarantine, so there's time. But what can you do? Okay, I'm just making that little line that we made a little bit longer. Someone needed a Snickers. Exactly, Cinderella. Okay, see that line? We made it a little thick in the middle there. That's the middle of our bat, where his wings go. Okay? And then we're gonna, I love saying play keep away, but I feel like that's the best way to describe it. We are gonna follow this curve, but we're not gonna go right to the end of that yellow. We're gonna leave some of that yellow on the side, right? Okay, Dresden's getting the definition of simp. Here we go, here we go. Don't worry, guys. Dresden's on it. Which is dumb. Hey, it's educational. Slang, a man who foolishly overvalues and defers to a woman, putting her on a pedestal. Oh my god, see? Yes, Dresden's right. It is dumb. And it's just like so childish. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's the people who use it as negative are the worst. Yeah, they were trolls, 100%. Exactly. And that's why, look at us. We're a community here. We're all great. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's like a dumb thing. Because if you treat women with respect, you're a simp. So it's like a very stupid internet thing that I don't support. Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad we all had a lesson today to know not to call people those words. It doesn't make any sense. Let's get back to our Batman, right? Oh, this can go right up to the line. These, Let's see what I meant by keep away. Like I didn't go all the way to the edge because there's a little bit of space. So you'll call yourself a simp. I love that woman. Sax, you're the real MVP. You're the real MVP. I'm glad to get that lesson, though. I didn't know the exact definition. I knew that it was, like, something just, like, annoying and dumb. But, anyway, okay. So we've got those good old loopies that we did on the side, right? Now we're just gonna... I'm gonna draw just the outline so that it's easy for you guys to see what I'm doing. We're kind of making them, like, crescent moons at the top there, right? Oh, thanks for that, Lisa. And same at the bottom, make them a good old crescent moon, but the bottom goes a little bit deeper into the circle. And same on this side, we're gonna go whoop. You love this chat? You guys, thanks. That's why I always try to get us, the people watching on YouTube, like, you gotta come to a live, they're so fun. They're so fun. Unless you're gonna come here and call people bad names, and don't even think about it. I'm quick on that block button. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. We've got our bat coming together. Am I right? So now let's find the center of it. Cinderella with a bomb. Boom. Thanks, girl. You guys with the props. You sweet, sweet angels. Okay. We've got our bat coming together. Story's taking me like 45 minutes to make this bat, you guys. The more you know, the weirding rainbow. Thanks, Sax. Did you just assume my gender? Hey, Jerricane, I won't lie. I do say guys all the time. Not that I think everyone's guys. I just say you guys. And I didn't notice until I streamed and videotaped them. And now I notice all the time that I just call everybody guys. It's just, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I don't think everyone's guys. Rain with a uni. We've got you guys. Hey, you guys. Yeah, my bad. Oh, Rain, thanks for the unicorn. You guys are just... I can't even paint. I'm just so distracted. Okay. We are gonna make just a little square in the middle. And that's gonna be where the bat's head is, okay? And then we're gonna bring this point on right down. Yes, Dresden's right, you guys, in the chats. If you haven't before, you 100% should click on that uni because he does something really funny. Okay. He poots stars. That's what we call him. That's why I call him the Putin uni. He poops magic. He farts stars, exactly. You're speechless? Jerkane, what's making you speechless? Okay, we've got that in there. And then one last thing at the bottom, we're gonna make one more little boop. See that there? One more little boop. And we've got the bottom of the Batman. And then we're just gonna make two little points. The same way that we made the points on the top of his head. And is that the bat symbol? You can even curl it a little bit, maybe. How's that? Poo-poo star. I came back and saw Pooh and Uni. They should always be in pairs. Oh my god, you guys. What are we painting next Thursday? For your 30th birthday, you're having a Tay-Tay party and painting with me? Like, this next Thursday? What do you want to paint then? You decide. You get to decide. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that. You get to decide, because I haven't decided yet. I don't know what we're painting next week, but you get to pick now. Yeah. Within reason, obviously. If something's too difficult, I won't. But, yeah, of course. A random person that came in the stream last week was the one who, like, Batman's been requested many times, but last week someone just said it in the stream and I just, like, it clicked, so then we did it, but... So now you got the opportunity. You don't have to decide right now either. You decide by Sunday. Okay. How's that for a bat symbol? It's a little lopsided, but you know, what can we do? No worries, you take a Sam. We've got, whatever, I got like 20 minutes left. Okay, we got a bat symbol in there, people. And realistically, all we've really got to do is his mouth. And some outline, color in those eyes, and then we're good. Okay. I still have this little small brush. We're still using black paint. We don't want lots of water, but we want some water so that it pulls nicely. And the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to do one little thin line down the middle. And to make a thin line, you don't press super hard on your paintbrush, okay? You want to use just the tip of your paintbrush. Super light. Right, line lesson, Dresden. Who am I? What am I doing? Welcome to my line lesson. Everyone loves the line lesson. I have to get a new canvas soon. Okay, so if you see my paintbrush here, if I go super lightly, like see it's just the tip of the paintbrush is touching that canvas, and I pull it across with just the tip, super light, it's kind of a thin line. But then if I push down and you can see like the whole paintbrush is on that canvas, and I pull that across, look how much thicker that line is. Where am I going? This way. So these lines and all these lines are made by the same brush, but it's all with just the tip. I know, just the tip. It's all about pressure, okay? So, keep that in mind. Keep in mind how hard you're pushing on your brush when you go. And you're going to come with those chesticles, exactly like we were talking about. But you're not going to come right up to that middle line. You're just going to come about an inch away and go to the bottom of that dark line that we've drawn already. And put a black line to follow just the bottom. And look at that already compared to that side. Like, doesn't it already just look like beefier? Same on this side. We're not coming right up to the line, but we're just going to put a line here, a line there, and a line there. Remember at the bottom of the dark shade that we did. And then it is going to feel weird, but you're just going to put a line straight down. Remember, you can put some water on your brush for it to be a little bit more translucent. And let's put, or transparent. Am I saying the wrong word when I say translucent? Transparent. See that? Nice pecs. I like Batman how I like my stew. Beefy. You kill me every time. Okay. And we're just gonna do a black line at the edge of that cape just to cap it off. Oh my god, Kenzie is a vegetarian. JK, I'm a vegetarian, she says. There we go. Look at him coming together, coming together. I know I'm just jumping around like a psycho. I'm just so sorry. My joke is always like, well, you get what you pay for. Okay, let's go to his little mouth. Are we ready? It's not as hard as you think it might be, okay? We are going to come down a tiny ways from that center line that we made in his face, and you can make just a little dot if that'll help you plan where you're going to put that mouth. Kenzie wants a refund. You already got it. Okay. You got that free refund back of free. Before you even gave it to me. Okay, so let's get that mouth in there. We made that dot in the middle, okay? And it's kind of like the pecs that we're doing. And we are going to just make the line up a tiny bit. So look, it's kind of funny. He has like a hilarious little small mouth. Just like, hee. Like he's like, I have a secret. And then from those sides, you're going to bring them down. It basically looks like a bird, hey? Like flying. And let's just put like a little piece of land under that bird. Made a mistake, birds now. Yeah. It was very robot. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about robot chicken in a long time. Love me some robot chicken. Okay, we got that. That's basically, that line is just his like lip. And then what are we doing? On top of it, we are just gonna do a line, like imagine these as like these lines in your face, right? So if this is his nose, we're gonna bring just two little baby lines down, right? And then if you want, again, details completely up to you. Actually, just kidding. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Okay? And in this picture, he's got like a beard. Like, you can put little like dots if you want to give him like a beard. And remember, Rosie knows, if you don't want to outline, you can also Sharpie. Like, I won't tell anyone if you want to Sharpie your outlines. As long as you don't tell other artists that I'm telling you that you can. And, you can just make little dots if you want. Oh, thanks for the update, actually. I forgot about the hockey game. Flames are up 2-0. Wait, but aren't you a Jets fan, Daryl? No, what did you say you were a fan of? It was something out east. See that mouth? I'm Batman. I'm not listening, I'm not listening. Oh, leaves. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then we can also outline his face. Get that dark in there. And again, that like cleans up some of your lines. If they're a little messy, if you didn't color up to the side, you can use those lines. Oh, you guys with the props. Thank you. Okay. And then, what are we at? 9:40. Whew, I always feel like I'm going fast and then I don't at the end. With this black, you are going to, what are we doing? Make a line. We're going to make that line right down the center of where his nose was. These are all just kind of extra details, like the blue that you put before. It can be enough if you want. Also, if your chin, if you think that your face isn't long enough, like you can go in with white and put a slob of white here and put that skin color over top if you want to bring it down deeper, right? Because remember, there's no mistakes. Remember. Okay? Alright, so we've got that black still. What are we doing with it? We are doing nothing with it. We're trusting the process, exactly. This is at this point too with pure white, you guys. You can go in if your eyeballs are not colored in, you can go color them in if you want to make them bigger, if you want to shape them, if you want to clean up the line. Now's time for you to go in with pure white on your brush. You don't want too much water because you want to go into it super thick. Alright? How's that? His eyes are different, but, you know, sisters, not twins. What can you do? Hockey, your team's out. Oh no, who's your team? I wouldn't say I have a team. Like, my team is just where I live. I'm not a huge sports fan. I won't lie to you. There we go. Going to bed. I'll message you on Instagram when I think something to paint. Perfect, Zax. I'm excited. Thursday, Zach's birthday stream. How's that? See, I just whitened up those eyeballs. And realistically, at this point, LA Kings have been since the... Gonna age myself here since the 70s. Hey, that's not... That's right, you got commitment to that team? I love it. I like the LA Kings jerseys. That's the artist in me just like ruining sports by just rating them on their jerseys. Okay. So one extra detail aspect is realistically we'll outline the whole thing. One thing that we didn't do is blue around his bat symbol. It's not black, it's a blue outline. You take out that same old blue we've been dealing with the whole time. GGT2, thank you. You a Batman fan? Sorry guys, you know that I can't breathe when I do a smooth line, so I can't talk either. Okay. Okay. Have you finished the line, forgotten to inhale? I have, yeah. And you're just holding your breath forever? I just outlined that pretty crappily, but what can you do? Okay, so the only thing that is kind of like an extra detail level for you, depending on your comfortability or your skill or whatever, is that skin color that we were using. Oops, come on, come back. If we make it a touch darker, we can add a little bit more detail to that face. This is not necessarily not necessarily. It's not a necessary step. It's up to you if you want to add a little more detail. We're just kind of adding a little bit of shading on his face with a darker skin color, okay? And you're just going to add a little touch of darker right by these dark lines that we did. I'll bring it closer for you guys to see. Under his nose even, you can put a little bit of that dark reddish. It's the same skin color, just with a little bit less white in it. And same with the upper part of his lip. And I'll bring that close for you guys to see. Rosie says her painting smells like IKEA. That is hilarious. See how I just darkened it up just like the tiniest amount. Do you see that? Do you read DMs? I do. I truthfully get a lot of DMs a day. I'm not gonna lie to you. So sometimes it just takes me time to get to them. But I do read them. I do. I just can't do them every day because I just get a very outrageous amount of DMs a day. And sometimes it's hard to keep up with them. So, but don't worry guys, I do read DMs. Just keep messaging me if I don't, and you'll get to the top at some point. Okay. I'm not famous, it's just hard. See, thanks, Nikki. I am busy. but I try. I love getting DMs, but she loves getting 13,000 DMs in a row. Literally, if I don't get annoyed. I'm like, I welcome the multiple texts because that's how you'll get a hold of me, unfortunately. I don't like that I'm that miserable to get a hold of, but gotta do what you gotta do until I can, like, afford, like, a manager or something. Okay. Alright. I'm famous, you guys. I'm just a small town gal, okay? What are we doing? Back to detail aspects of things. You can literally just kind of follow what we've been doing all the way around. Do I get a notification for every DM? No, not really. I get a silent notification for some. But I turned off most of my notifications. It doesn't make noise, or it doesn't come up on my home screen. It's just if I'm on my phone, they will come at the top, and so sometimes I catch them, but not all the time. We'll remember when we met you. Stop, you guys. You killed me. There was actually, I will tell one story that was actually the coolest. It's the one and only time. Actually, it happened twice, but this was the only time. One of the coolest times that it's happened to me. And we were in Amsterdam. We were flying home from Amsterdam. I'm just outlining the outsides, you guys. Sorry, I'm just like chatting and not telling you what I'm doing. We were on our way home from Amsterdam, like a 10-hour flight. And about like 5 or 6 hours into the flight, the person beside my boyfriend like leaned over and she was like, "This might be really weird, and I'm sorry if it is, but are you Taytayski?" And I was like, me and Dan were both like, "Oh my god!" And it was so cool. It was literally so cool because she saw me drawing in my sketchbook and she's like, "That looks really familiar." And I have pink hair, so it's very once you see me drawing, it was very like fair to know at that point. And she's like, "Yeah, my girlfriend like leaned over and said like, that girl's good at drawing." And right when I saw it, I was like, "That's a Taytayski." And I was like, I almost cried. I like gave her stickers. I was like, "You're the coolest. The coolest." That was the coolest moment for me ever. But she's like, they were like a local Calgary couple. Because we were flying home to Calgary. But it was really cool for me. That was cool. Remember, you guys, when you're outlining, also, hello if you're out there watching, because they bought a print off me before. I've met them a couple times. They're so cute. See how I'm just outlining? Again, little details if you want to add. Like, if you bring your outline down a little bit here, a little bit past the edge. Little copy over. When I'm older, I'm going to marry a man like Batman. Rosie, you're just picking them well already. Again, details that you can do if you want to get super detailed, don't have to. You can outline the edge of the light blue that you have added on. Rosie's going to bed. Okay, wait, you gotta be here when we all see it. Let's see.
Yeah,
guys.
So sometimes it just takes me time.
Look at Rosie's Batman.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Are you
sometimes
kidding?
It just takes me time.
I love that it's pink. Look it. Oh. So good. Love me a femme Batman. Same. What else we got? Oh my gosh, you guys. You are all nailing. Great stuff, Rosie. Good night, Rosie. Always. Thanks for coming. Give her a kiss. Rosie rocks. I'll share all these on my story. I always share Rosie's story on mine. Her mom documents her process well. Kenzie. Here's Kenzie's Batman. Oh my god, you kill me. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was an earlier one. I'll wait a little bit just in case. Are there any in the requests? There's none in the requests. I'm the best art teacher ever, Rosie. Oh, that's the wrong one. Just kidding. That wasn't right. Rosie, thank you. You're the best student ever. Oh, we got another one. We got another one. Oh my gosh, you guys. Got some real artists coming up, 100%. Oh, for Rosie, you're just the sweetest little thing. You're not sure about the eyes. If the eyes are what you're not happy about, maybe they're just a little too close. Honestly, if you trust your white, you could just blue right over top of them, and then you'll just paint them just a little bit further out, maybe. I think that might be the only... I think that's the only thing that would look... Like, if you think the eyes are off. Maybe they're just a little too close. But still great. As they all are. You guys, I was worried that Batman was going to be... Just back to Kenzie's. Right at the corner of the lips, my tip. Where am I looking? You're so funny. Oh my gosh, you're funny. Okay. Oh, right at the quote. That's your tip. Oh. Here, let me see what you're saying. Let me go back. Oh, I think I get what you're saying. Eyes, middle part, over the corner of the lips. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It took me a minute to get what you're saying, but very good suggestion. Let me know how that goes. Let me get that out of there. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I was just showing that you can do the dark on this side if you want. Completely up to you. Your detail level, you can use just the blue if you want. Oh, Rain, thanks for the props. Thanks for always documenting little sweet Rosie. We always love having her. I know lots of people love having her in here too. So we appreciate you sharing her little personality and talent with us, because she's just the sweetest little thing. Okay, you guys, well, realistically, this is basically finished. I know I get... My one critique all the time is, like, you suck at backgrounds, because I never do backgrounds. But I can do a little background. My pleasure. Love watching her grow with your help, Rain. Oh, you're the best little family. We'll see you guys soon, I'm sure. Batman! Thanks, Lisa and Daryl. Okay, what do I think I need to do? Oh yeah, I'll just do a background for you guys, hey? Let's do a drippy background, because that's always fun. If Ilham's still here, it's his favorite part. But I don't think he is. Always for the lamp fund. Oh my gosh, thank you. I know I still haven't got a lamp. Don't you guys worry. I'll let y'all know when I have a lamp. When I got a new lamp, I mean. I love lamp. Oh, I need more white. I'm just gonna do gray probably for the background. Or should I do yellow? Would it be crazy if I did yellow? We're changing it up today. We're doing some yellow because I got a bunch on my palette. Remember how I talked about changing your water if it's gross? Well, I'm at that stage now, but I'm just gonna swipe some yellow on there. That'd be cool. Like he's like, ah. Sound effects necessary. I'm just gonna kind of switch between... What? How do we feel about that? What kind of paper do you have your paint on? Oh, so actually it's just plastic from like when I get canvases or certain type of things that I get. They come in this plastic. It's like a thick plastic, and I cut pieces of it and I put it on like a white piece of paper, and I just like recycle them. So it's just like plastic on paper so that you guys can see. Because if it wasn't on the paper, it would just be like, you'd see it on my like painty desk. So it'd be hard to see what we're doing. But I just recycle some plastic because I use a lot of plastic in some of my materials, and there's nothing that there's no affordable and practical replacement that doesn't have less plastic that I have found yet. So I try to just reuse it instead of feeling like I'm wasting a lot of stuff. So I literally just took a big paintbrush and got it wet before I dabbed it into the yellow, and I'm just brushing it outwards. All talking about being conscious of your brush strokes. I'm only going down to up, down to up. So it kind of looks like he's like glowing or something. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Batman! You sent a DM with your drawing Batman. Okay. Beautiful. Let me go. Because we're still waiting on Lily. Guys, Lily's been silent with her Satan Batman. And we can't end the stream without giving the people some of the devil. I'm coming. Okay, good. I'm just going to add this in here. Should add a kapow! Oh my gosh, you're right. This is very comic book-esque, okay? Just needs a little more blood. You're so funny. Okay. How's that? I fully expect a fire and brimstone Batman. Yeah, I'm really excited. I always love seeing Lily's. And then we'll show Maze's as well. All hail Batman! Okay. Oh, that's a chunky piece. That's fine. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Okay. There's a good old Batman. We didn't do any splatter today, but, you know, I guess you can't have it all. Okay, let me make this. Why isn't this working? If DC calls, turn them down. They won't pay your Let's accept this over here. Oh my gosh, you're an artist too! You guys, this is the picture that Maze is talking about. That's amazing. Oh, I just saw that you messaged me before. See, I didn't see those until now. I've drawn it on school, but it was printed with outlines. That's awesome. So awesome. Yeah, very good stuff. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let me see and make sure that I'm not missing anybody else in other spots. Okay, well my Instagram just decided to have a mental breakdown, so we'll just let that figure itself out while we're all patiently wait for Lily's. Let me make sure that there's not anybody else's that I've missed. Guys, my Instagram's having a mental breakdown here. Have I showed everybody's? I know there's a couple people that like to finish theirs later. Your drips are out of control! Oh my gosh, you guys, look at Ellie's here. Check them drips out, though. That's not out of control. I think that's cool. I like your background better than my background. That's more fun. Should I add a drip or two just so I can be as cool as yours? Let me see. And then I gotta make a good thumbnail because y'all know that that's also important too. Oh, I just made my yellow gross, but oh no, I can't. My water's blue and look at this like crappy color I just did. Oh my gosh, French kick. You just sneak in and drop a bomb? A literal bomb? Thank you. Do you like Batman? Oh, you are just literally so many potatoes. You guys, potato hype in the chat, literally. You're just spoiling me. If you like. Oh, you're the best. You guys are the best. They're potato hype. Just spoiling. I know. I know I talk very theatrically. I'm just gonna darken this outline. I know I'm cheating because you guys don't have one of these. But I might as well talk about it just so I don't keep you in the dark. These are Molotow paint markers. Where's the M? It would be the M this way. They are the best. You basically, there's just paint in here. You paint it right on. You guys, the best my budget can do, but hit you guys, Dresden. I don't want you to have to use all your budget on me. And then Justin comes in with another Putin uni. Guys, I'm speechless. You're just the best. Thanks. Thanks for spoiling me. I do it for free because I want everyone to be able to do it, but I do appreciate you guys and your generosity always. I like the show, like the overlay said. Justin just listening to rules. Oh my Lanta. You guys, we asked and Lily delivered. Holy balls, Batman is right. Lily, people are freaking out. Yeah, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I knew you'd kill it. Look, you got, that's a cool. Ooh, that bat symbol's probably way easier for. That would have been easier for me to teach people, I think. Gotta love that. Look at that blend on that helmet. Hoo-wee! Killed it. Oh, I just saw you were just thinking of me when you made this week's schedule. You're right, actually. Hey, 'cause Lord of the Rings and what you call it? Lord of the Rings and oh, your mom did too? Ah, yay! Her mom did it too. I love that you guys do it together. Lily's mom, do you paint off? I just love that you paint with her too. Oh, you guys. Thank you for coming along. I just love when you guys do it together, when it just brings families together. Well, you guys, I think it's time for, like, what's my thumbnail going to be? Justin, are you here to help to art direct it? I don't think, oh darn, he's not here right now. Okay, what, should Batman just be, like, pointed? Or should I just be, like, serious, like, Batman? Or do I like put my arm around him like this? Do you have a sleep mask? Oh my god. I do. I have to say like, I have to do this. Batman. That's what I mean. Okay, Kenzie's right though. I need a mask, don't I? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, guys. Do I make a mask? But it's literally just a sleep mask. Wait, what do you mean like Robin? Make little bat ears, you guys? Justin! I was asking where... Oh, where is she? has. So but I have no eyes in it. I don't know, you guys. I don't know how to do it. Cause yeah, Batman's is just like a Ninja Turtle. Kenzie and Nikki both thought of it. Look to the left, stern lower mouth, eye mask on, bat ears. Should I put eyes on it first? Should eyes go on the bat mask? 100%. Okay, you guys. We're getting up to some tomfoolery. Right, it just has to be white slits because his eyes are white slits. Oh my god. Unfortunately, don't have googly eyes. You're right that googly eyes would have been... I should have googly... Now I'm gonna have googly eyes. I'm gonna order some on Amazon. Did I not say tomfoolery? I meant to say, that's what I was meaning to say. I love some good old tomfoolery. Okay, you guys. I take my thumbnails seriously, okay? I take these thumbnails seriously. Okay. We've got the eyes in. Where's my tape at? What's the best way for these? There we go. Okay. Hold up. Let me just tape loop that on here. Last 20 minutes of paint night, or of my like YouTube videos, me trying to make the thumbnail for it. Let's see. Okay. How does this one go? Like so. Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks, Justin. Do those look like eyes? Okay. You guys, but I need to be able to see if I'm in the screen. Okay, wait, ready? Or should I just put it over my forehead? Wait. Just like this? Was that perfect? Was I in screen? I was on screen, it was good? Okay, wait, one more time, just in case. Are my eyes middle? Okay, wait. Okay, it's there. There's cricket. Why are my eyes straight? There we go. This is the most difficult thing of all time. Oh my, gotta be a little cross-eyed. It's not me if they're not cross-eyed, right? Oh my god, you guys. I just got my lashes done today. I'm just squishing them. Well, way to turn my whole day around. You're killing. I'm glad that you came. Even though you had a crappy day, I'm glad that you came. Literally, rest in peace, lashes is right. Let me see, are they still... Holy man, I can't even see it. My glasses on. Well, I hope that there's a winner in there. That took longer than it took me to paint the background, you know? I don't know. Also, Nikki, your baby Yoda's on the way. I forgot to tell you. Maybe I did tell you, but he's on the way. I'm glad that you guys I like that you guys enjoy my tomfoolery. And I'm glad that you like me saying tomfoolery too. Hey, I'll take it. But, and look how messy I got today. She was a crazy one. But, I'm glad you enjoyed Batman. Tomfoolery and shenanigans, 100%. 100%. There's a show that I love, and the restaurant's called Shenanigans in it. What was it called? Yes! I just got... Waiting! There you go. Such a good movie. I just got a screenshot of me doing my Batman face, and you're right, it is perfect. Guys, that is perfection, if you ask me. I guess you guys saw it. You saw it live. That's right. Oh my god. Yes. What would I be without you guys art directing me? I know. That's what I mean. I know. Right as I showed you, I was like, wait, you guys actually saw it already. Okay. Anyway. Whew, got a little crazy today. As usual, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week, but I'll be here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Probably halfway through, probably about 4:35, we will start the You Pick, I Paint series of the day, or of that show. And let's see what we come up with. Hopefully we'll see some of you guys there. And then again, I will update my caffeine bio at the bottom here, or I will update my Instagram every Sunday of my schedule coming up that week. My life's just a little bit too crazy for me to have everything set in stone, but know that every Thursday at 8 p.m. is set in stone. For sure, for sure, for sure. Will you show Lord of the Rings tomorrow? I actually am probably going to paint a little bit of the Lord of the Rings tomorrow. I haven't touched it since I was on with you guys last time. The first half of tomorrow's show will probably be the Lord of the Rings one. Maybe I'll try to like paint Gandalf or something for the first half while people collect. And then we will paint, and then we'll do the You Pick, I Paint thing. Red, white, or sparkling? Justin. You. Whatever. I drink it all, you know. I know, Friday we do have plans. We do. But I'm buying you stuff. You're not supposed to buy me stuff. 1 alcohol, please. We do have plans, but I'm supposed to be buying you stuff. It's your birthday plans. Crazy. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow for a couple hours, okay? Yeah, happy belated birthday to Justin, everyone! If you follow me on Instagram, you saw my little birthday video that I made for him. We have fun, don't we? Okay, you guys. Love you. I love you too. See you guys tomorrow at 4. So fun. I have the world's smallest hands. I don't have my little hands in here. I just have my real little hands. Okay, you guys. See you tomorrow and next Thursday, because, right, you gotta. Love you guys all. Thanks, Maze. Love having you here. And ta-ta! Look at me doing the peace sign. Oh my god, Justin, what happened to me? Okay, bye.